Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now the starting group for the visitors. McDaniel is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Luke Kornet. And it's Wilkins in at the point. And for Seattle, we've got Crawford. Durant is out there with McKee. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's Lister in at the 5 spot.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Seattle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, that's a tough take there by Durant. He gets off the shot. His finesse coming into play there, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
It's his first trip to the line. Durant hits them both.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Thomas with the steal. And oh, here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Yeah, you got to stay with Thomas in transition. When he's got to step on the defense, he's lethal.
Wilkins the pass to Rollins. Pass to Booker. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This is how you share the rock.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Garnett.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
Now here's McKee. Thomas, that's good.
And there's the three-point shooting ability.
About a minute played so far here in the first. In the corner, Cook with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low, here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
That's the defense's fault right there. You can't allow Durant to get that kind of position.
Here's Wilkins. Poked loose. Thomas with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. Thomas got 7 points.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
It's an 8-point differential. Spins. Here's Wilkins, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Seattle has come out of the gates quickly. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Pass to Lister. Durant in the corner. Over Williams. And it's Seattle with another.
I don't think KD's mid-range game gets enough recognition. I mean, if he has any kind of space, that mid-range shot is like a layup for him.
Booker, no good.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the result, you see why.
Crawford, no luck.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Seattle. Johnson, he's checked in for McKee, and it's Gill in for Jamal Crawford. Ridnour passes to Garnett. Good, and the assist goes to Ridnour.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
.30 seconds left to play here in the first. Thomas against Ridnour. And the basket by Thomas. 9 points in the game so far.
And that was a very close look.
Thomas gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Here's Ridnour. Garnett finds Jackson. Garnett outside. Missed inside. And so the first quarter is in the books. Seattle leads by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Seattle?
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Lewis is out there with Johnson. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Gill. And it's Ridnour in at the point. Seattle leading by 6. Now Ridnour. Here's Gill. Pass to Ridnour. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Ridnour's got the lead up to 9 now for Seattle.
Ready to fire right off the catch. Excellent shot prep.
And Temple kicks to Ridnour. Here's Garnett. That's good. And it's Ridnour picking up the assist. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Big group substitution here for Seattle. Lister's checked in for Lewis. McKee comes in for Johnson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Gill. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Luke Ridnour. Now here's Thomas. 9 points in the game so far. 2 points. That one goes. Thomas got 11.
For somebody his size, Thomas is uber aggressive when it comes to attacking the basket.
Thomas gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Here's DeRozan. Count that one.
Points in close are always something coaches strive for.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Thomas dishes to Adams. Shoots it. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Thomas got 4 this quarter.
Well, a common thread throughout the evening, IT's ability to get his shot, and he's converting it at a high rate.
Thomas against Wilkins. Thomas passes to Adams. There's Crawford with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Crawford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Wilkins kicks to Cook. Off target with his 3. Seattle leading by 12. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. There's Thomas with the 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
You know, this guy can beat you off the dribble. He can beat you off the catch. IT's just a hard guy to defend.
All going up court.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Nice game. Great performance by Isaiah Thomas.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
And Seattle making a change here. Durant's checked in. Here's Rollins. No scoring in this one. Wilkins surveying the defense. Good on the triple. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Crawford outside. Drops in the layup for 2. Crawford's got 5 points now this quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And so it's Seattle in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Isaiah Thomas.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Antetokounmpo is out there with Luke Cornett. Then it's Wilkins. Then it's McDaniel. And it's Booker in at the 2. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Seattle. 17 points was their biggest margin. And if you look at what he's done over the last 3 years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Here's McDaniel. Seattle able to drain the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Here's Durant. Good. KD's got 8 points.
You know, the defense was all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Wilkins. Isaiah Thomas grabs the miss. Seattle leading by 19 points. Crawford outside. Shoots the 3. McDaniel grabs the miss. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Yep, it counts. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop him? I don't have the answer.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Ridnour's checked in for Thomas. Ridnour passes to McKee. And here's KD for 3. That's good. And it's Ridnour picking up the assist. He's got 11.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
KD's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. Here's Wilkins. Williams with a clean look from outside off the mark. Booker against Crawford. Here's the 3. Bangs on the trifecta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning. Have not stopped.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Williams can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ridnour passes to Durant. There's the triple. Ridnour's shot is off. Cook looking it over. Pass to Williams. Now here's Booker. 4 seconds left. He can't get that one. And so it's Seattle in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Durant, Isaiah Thomas out there with Crawford. Then there's Lister, and it's McKee in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. From the stripe. And that one hits back iron. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Kornet.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Thomas passes to Crawford. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
A platoon swap here for Seattle. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer, Ridnour, and the 3-ball is good.
Love the team-first mentality, looking to make the pass there.
Ridnour's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Ridnour, that's good. Ridnour's got his first 2 points.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Gill. Rollins grabs the board. Ridnour against Ridnour.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Seattle leading by 21. Adams outside. Pass to Gill. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Eddie Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
first free throw is good.
You know, much respect for the versatility of McDaniel. I mean, he does everything for this team, plays with a lot of confidence, too.
Wilkins is checked in for Luke Ridenour. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Lewis on the wing. Here's Gill, and it's Seattle with another.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Gill. Over Booker, and another basket for Seattle.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Ridenour kicks to Johnson. That's good, and it's Ridenour picking up the assist.
This is how you finish inside. Johnson taking advantage of finding the angles.
.30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Wilkins. Giannis with it. Rashard Lewis covering. Antetokounmpo passes to McDaniel. Booker left side. Shoots it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Johnson dishes to Ridenour. Off target from outside. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. So, Kevin Harlan for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Isaiah Thomas. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Donaldson. Jackson is out there with Dillingham. Then it's Jones. And it's Pinckney in at the four-man position. And for Seattle, Isaiah Thomas out there with Williams. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's KD in at the four.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Seattle. Outside Butler. Back to KD. From 20 feet out. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
Here's Dillingham. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
What a great job keeping his head on a swivel and finding his teammate.
Now Dillingham. Pass to Pinckney. Now Jones. Outside for Jackson. Inside. Here's Donaldson. And at last, they get one to fall.
I'll tell you what, that's a workhorse effort on the offensive glass.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Thomas passes to Adams. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. From the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the left wing. Here's Pinckney. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
There was some nice rhythm to that play.
And it's Williams with the ball for Seattle. Outside Butler. There's Thomas with the three. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Jackson. Pass to Donaldson. Lots of room. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Donaldson's got his second bucket.
Normally, you can find shots in that 12 to 18-foot area because that's what teams are willing to concede.
Here's Thomas, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You got to be crafty to succeed in this league. At 5'9", Thomas is just that, a skilled, savvy point guard.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Some changes for Seattle. Siakam is checked in for Adams. Lewis comes in for Kevin Durant. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Jason Williams. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Aldridge left side. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, Aldridge has his feet planted and was set to fire. They just had to put the ball in his hands.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Donaldson. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Dillingham. What a terrific move that was.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lewis kicks to Butler. It's Thomas outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got 11.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're...
It's good! He did it!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1-100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Leading by a point. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Donaldson is out there with Kemp. Then there's Person. Then it's Thomas. And it's Vincent in at the 3 spot. Young pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. Young's shot is off. Pass to Thomas. Here's Person. Now Vincent. Jacks up a 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Love to see the lack of hesitation on the catch and fire.
Seattle trails by 6. The leader. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
A different look for Seattle. Kevin Durant's checked in for Lewis. Crawford comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Thomas subbed in for Trae Young. 1:52 left in the first half. Out left to the wing. The wide open look here for Bosh. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Bosh has got his first points in this one.
Set him up so they could knock him down.
The 3 from Thomas. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Well, shot off that time. Outside, Jones. The kick out to Bosh. They get it back. Here's Dillingham. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Dillingham's got 10 points.
Oh, give him credit for spotting the open shooter. That's just great court awareness.
RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. Sean Kemp, he's checked in for McGinnis. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. They grab their own miss. Jones finds Aldridge. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Seattle missing again. Jones with it. Guarded now by Durant. Pass to Jackson. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. No good from outside. To the paint, here's Siakam, and he converts the layup.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
It doesn't go for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Isaiah Thomas.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Isaiah Thomas. Durant is out there with Adams. Then it's Williams. And it's Butler in at the small forward.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Dillingham kept alive.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Seattle. They trail by 1. Thomas kicks to Williams. Back to Thomas. And again, Seattle with the triple. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Pinckney. To the inside. Here's Donaldson. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Awareness was the key for him there. Found the ready shooter.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 20. Good on the three-point shot.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Dillingham, no good. Seattle leading by 3. Williams dishes to Butler. Back to Williams. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Oh, KD buries the 3.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
The shot by Pinckney, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shot's good from Butler.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now here's Jackson. Hasn't made one yet. The shot by Pinckney, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Seattle. Here's Seattle. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Williams, and the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for Seattle.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Pinckney to end the run. Seattle grabs the miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing.
Butler making a show out of the slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Seattle leads by 12. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Jones. Dillingham is out there with Jackson. Then there's Donaldson. And it's Pinckney in at the force line.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly. That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Count the baskets!
Working hard near the painted area.
And here's Jackson. The three doesn't go. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Seattle. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Doesn't get that one.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Jackson with it. Now defended by Adams. And that one is good.
And you can't leave someone uncovered on Jackson's squad because he's just too consistent at finding the open man.
And Butler, here we go. Strong move off the glass.
Gets it in close and doesn't waste that high percentage shot.
Butler's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Now Jones. There's 1:38 left in the game. Cleared away by Adams. Seattle leading by 15. Here's Butler. Thomas fires. And there's the three.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now here's Jackson. 1:10 left to play in the final quarter.
Pick and roll perfection. Now that's nicely done.
Big group substitution here for Seattle. Siakam is checked in for Steven Adams. Jalen Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Butler. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Jason Williams. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. Chris Bosh is checked in for Donaldson. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas. Here's Thomas.
Seattle foul. Isaiah Thomas. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Young's checked in for Thomas. And so he makes both from the line. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
He gets it to go.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Thomas. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What a finesse finish on the lay-in. Young with the ball. Now SGA. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Here's Person. He's off from 3. Seattle with the ball. Not that time. It won't go. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Isaiah Thomas.